Hey BBT, this is Bryan here, Chronicles King in the chat room. This is my first recap video. I've been live for about a week now, and definitely been a different and humbling experience compared to being on a sim account. So, in order to make myself the best trader I can be, I wanted to do these recaps to review my performance. I think it only could make you into a better trader. Looking back and reflecting on your trades, there's some takeaways from some of the good things you did, some of the bad things you did, some of the mistakes you made, and I'll just walk away with more information, and that you know makes you into a better trader in my opinion. So I'm happy to do these. I was this trade on work. Really clean moves on this ticker, going from an opening range breakout on a 5 minute to a bunch of ABCD patterns. You can kind of see here right at the open, work sold off, held up by this you know 2 days ago level, closed above VWAP and above some of the moving averages, and right showed some strength here. Price action was looking clean, looking strong. Volume was coming in. SPY was looking good. Excuse me. So I went long right, prior to this to the break of the opening range, and closed above the opening range. Everything just looked strong to me, so I added on. Felt comfortable doing that and just taking some partials along the way. Bunch of partials here, about 20% each. Kept some shares, and it kind of sold off here. Wasn't sure what it was gonna do. Closed below this moving average, but was being held up by the second moving average. When it finally gave a new high and closed above this moving average, I went added on again, closed above this moving average, was being supported by it, and added on, and just rode it to this next D point and took another partial. Um, Shout out to Andrew and Thor on their L2 information. Um, Definitely saw some of the asks coming in. Um, um, I think there were some huge asks: 29.63, 29.75. About 30,000 a piece. $30. Just we're all just there, just signaling that this stock could just keep going. That along with volume, price action, just gave me confidence to just keep adding on. So that's what I did. Was being held, took that partial here. Was being held up by this moving average. Added on, took a bunch of partials along the way, hoping to finally hit that 29.63 level, which it finally did. Um, Not sure. I mean, I probably should have took some here. Kind of sold off here. Hoping for that to finally hit that 29.75 level and maybe this 30 level, and so uh, just kind of consolidated, and but it's kind of had in the back of my mind, especially seeing the L2 on the ask on the L2 just staring at me, gave me some confidence to just hold on a little longer. So um, took some partials here, or added on, took some partials, and just was waiting for it to finally hit that 30 level. Never quite did. It fell short, about 15 cents in this little false breakout. And I finally got stopped out at break even. Had about like 6 shares there. Um, so yeah, shout out to Andrew, Bryan, Thor, L2 information. They had this on work on their watch list as well. That kind of tuned me into it. Um, the thing with these ABCD patterns, what kind of my philosophy on a on adding on is never to like fully leave the trade. I took a bunch of partials here, maybe covered like 75% of my position, uh, but I kept some just in case I wanted to add on. And the reason for that is that if I completely sold out at this D point, at this B point, come C, if I wanted to just enter the position again, it might be a little bit more difficult for me to add on, considering I'm no longer in the trade. It might be a little bit more difficult for me to pull the trigger. Um, me having just even just like a few shares keeps me engaged fully in the trade. I feel like I'm still in it. I feel like I'm still kind of on a mission, sort of, rather than I got my money, let me protect it. Let me protect it and not just add on, So it's just easier for me to pull the trigger if I wanted to add on. Sometimes it won't go your way, sometimes it will. In this case, it did. That's why it's good to honor your stop loss in case it kind of just start going the opposite way. But again, yeah, just kind of looking at the L2 signals, knowing where that the stock could go to, gave me evidence knowing that the stock could potentially go to some specific prices. Again, that was a 29.63, 75, $3 level, and strong price. Not that level alone, that L2 signal alone wasn't enough. You know, price action looked just strong, volume looked strong, SPY was looking good. So it's just the collectively everything just kind of aligned for me. So yeah, so that was my trade recap. I want to thanks everyone for tuning in, and hope to see everyone in the chat room tomorrow.